Well, welcome back to the Town's End. Sorry I haven't been putting up as much content as often as I would like to, but I'm still adapting to working a daytime shift at my job instead of nights, which is a bit busier. So it leaves me a lot more spent when I get home at the in the afternoon. And also, I can't do any videos while I'm there during the day because there's a lot more activities and people are awake and stuff to do. But anyways, here we are now, and I'm just dealing with a little bit of allergies from the ridiculous pollen count this weekend. Wasn't feeling great thanks to that, but I'm all right, and I'm going to do this next factor meal review. And this one, which you'll see in my, I'll do a YouTube short video which shows a slideshow of the close-up of the back in a way you can read it instead of backwards. But it is a buffalo chicken breast, so buffalo flavored or sauced, skinless, boneless chicken breast with pepper jack cauliflower mash. So it's that relatively decent imitation mashed potato made from cauliflower and properly seasoned. And in this case, pepper jack, as well as the normal seasoning they do, that is decent and tastes good. Even though I can tell it's not really potatoes, they get the texture better than any other imitation has. And it tastes good enough that it doesn't matter. So, I mean, kind of the bottom line here is, okay, so it's not an identical imitation of actual potatoes, but does it taste good? That's all you should be really asking yourself. Is it delicious? Because many of the other imitations, it's not just that they don't taste like mashed potatoes, but they also don't taste very good or are surprisingly bland. And this stuff, it comes close to doing a great job of imitating mashed potatoes, but regardless of that, it also tastes good. Like it's seasoned well and it's delicious in spite of that. So even if they weren't trying to make it seem like mashed potatoes, it would still taste good if you just called it mushed up cauliflower properly seasoned. It also comes with roasted broccoli and ranch dressing. So I had to take the little cup out of ranch dressing, the exact amount they give me to use. I'm not sure if the ranch is for the broccoli or just to put on whatever, but they don't make those suggestions. They leave it up to you. So I'm just going to put the ranch dressing on the broccoli. Let me show you. So there, see, broccoli there. This is the buffalo chicken, which is sitting on, you see that peeking out from the side. I'll mix it up a little more. That is the mash. But I'm definitely opening this and just pouring it onto the broccoli, the ranch. Because I don't really need it on the other stuff. Because as much as it says it's buffalo flavored, I'm pretty sure it's a mild buffalo flavor. Because there's no other warnings on this, like when I ordered it. Nothing, warning me against it being somewhat hot or very hot. So it's clearly just like, probably, I'm going to guess, Frank's level. Frank's Red Hot, which is like a hot sauce, but, pretty much anyone can handle it. Even a person that never eats hot sauce isn't going to have a breakdown because of Frank's. They're just going to be like, oh, that's a little bit spicy. That's my measure of beginner or low level spice. I mean, the sauce is orange, and honestly, most buffalo things that are actually really hot that I've had at restaurants and stuff, they're usually more red orange, not actual orange crayon color. Let me show you. See? It's very orange, right? Light orange. Usually really hot stuff is not orange, it's more reddish. But it's probably just enough spice to call it buffalo sauce and still appeal to most of the people that would get this meal. Now, I forgot a knife. All I have is a fork and a spoon, but I'm guessing, as usual, this is tender. Because most of them come pre-cooked, in these cases. And they're just a matter of heating it up to the correct temperature so that, it's safe to eat a preheated, pre-cooked meal. So it's already tender because they cooked it right. Because all I did was cook it for 2 minutes, and then I moved it around a little and cooked it for 30 seconds more. The maximum amount recommended is 2 minutes and 30 if you want it hotter. Just to, give it a little even heat. I usually do the 2 minutes or the minute and a half, and then I add the optional 30 seconds after I've shaken the container a little bit so things get mixed up. All right, let's give this a shot, right? So I'm gonna try the buffalo chicken, which, whether I like it or not, is mixed up with the mashed cauliflower. It doesn't look bad. It's just, it's just how they plated it. So see that? That's just the chicken with the mash cauliflower. I gotta give them credit. Even though the level's not crazy high, so it's not, I wouldn't call it hot. It's definitely a little bit more than what I was guessing it would be. It's not Frank's red hot level. It's a little bit higher than that. So let's say I can actually tell the types of pepper they use. So it's high enough to, it tastes like there's some jalapeno, in the sauce. Even though there's no chunks in this. It was part of what they used to make the spicy sauce is actual jalapenos and not just low-level chilies, I think, which is probably what Frank's uses, heavily diluted. This tastes a lot more like authentic hot sauce, even though it's low enough that people could enjoy it even if they don't eat that all the time. But hey, I'm impressed because it's definitely a little bit more kick than you'd get from just a little bit of Frank's. So that's good. That's good. That keeps it from being boring. As much as I like Frank's, I really only like it on certain things. If you go to a diner and you're having scrambled eggs, it's good on an omelet or scrambled eggs. A few other things, but it's really just to add a little flavor to something that may be otherwise too bland. This does not need it, and this tastes pretty good. Again, the imitation mashed potato is good. The texture is actually accurate. Whatever they did, how they blended it up and smushed it or whatever, and seasoned it. I know it's not mashed potato, but texture-wise, it's pretty much the same. I mean, also, they don't exactly lie to you, so it's not like I don't know ahead of time. But I'm just saying, you could probably fool someone who doesn't have a very particular palate. You could probably give them some of this by itself and say it was a new recipe of mashed potatoes, and they might believe you. And they probably wouldn't care even if they doubted you a little because it tastes good. It is tasty. Let me try the broccoli, which I poured this tiny thing of ranch on right here. Well, honestly, it tastes like steamed broccoli that someone put watery ranch on. It's not bad. It's not horrible. This is the ranch they use. Maybe it's because it's lower carb or, because it fits the keto friendly meal. They just picked it. But yeah, I mean, I can tell it's ranch, but it's definitely a thinner sauce, the ranch sauce, than you would normally accustomed to out of the bottle for salad dressing or especially if it was designed for dip. It tastes okay, but yeah, so if you're expecting the stuff from the bottle at your house, it's not. It's like a thinner sauce, but it does add that flavor which honestly is fine because it's in place of like when they do these meals, when they have something like steamed broccoli or another vegetable, if they don't do something like ranch flavored, they usually just use basic seasonings, like a little butter and salt, which honestly is delicious on quite a few vegetables when they're boiled or steamed. That simplicity is usually fine. I mean, this is probably just an attempt to be have a little more variety, in seasoning for the vegetable part, which is, relatively simple. I mean, even a keto-friendly meal, you got to have some fiber now and then, right? I'd eat a little broccoli now and then, even if it had no flavoring or seasoning. That's because, I want to have normal digestion and not be, having problems. You got to have a little bit of that, nutritional fiber. Now, here's the rest of the chicken with buffalo stuff and fake mashed potatoes. Gotta tell you, it's delicious. And I definitely don't mind that little kick they added with the spicier than it looks sauce. It's definitely at a level that like most people in my household would be fine with. Before my mother passed away, when I made something about this level, even though everyone else thought it was just like a little bit spicy, it would be definitely something she couldn't finish and would tell me was too hot. But that's somebody who grew up with English German style of taste to their cooking, and their idea of spicy was adding a couple shakes more of black pepper and not really any chili peppers or of any kind. So any that you added, even a tiny bit, would usually make them notice, and not in a good way. Yeah, well, this is good though. I like it. I think my mom would like it too, just not this particular meal. She'd like the ones that weren't spicy. Because they are well made overall, especially for something sent to you and pre-made. I've never had anything this good that was shipped to me, or even at the store, like when I bought something, one of those diet meals that was pre-made in the freezer or fridge. None of them are this good and good for you. Like there was a few that like I didn't mind the taste, like the Hungry Man frozen TV dinners, but they were not good for you. Also, they were not filling. Weirdly, these look smaller, but maybe it's because of the ingredients. They are more filling than a Hungry Man dinner you'd buy at the supermarket and then heat up at home. I don't know. Those always made me feel like I needed two just to be okay, and like not want more in the middle of the night of something. Like those Hungry Man dinners, just they looked bigger than they really were or something. But calorie-wise, they were a whole meal, definitely. Because that's what's bad about them, is they're not very good for you. And allegedly, and they don't satisfy you that well for some reason. Whether you take your time eating them or not. Like this one, I try to take my time, but this still is more satisfying than a Hungry Man dinner or one of the many other random frozen TV dinners out there. And just as affordable as regular grocery shopping. The only time it was more expensive is when I ordered some shakes, so I could do a review of their shakes that they have, their keto-friendly shakes. But when you're just ordering, like what I order, which is 6 meals at a time, per box, it is less expensive actually than when I do a full grocery shopping so that I can cook keto-friendly meals and have enough food around the house for my young adult child to fend for himself while I'm at work. These are actually a better deal. And believe it or not, even though he's not really willing to do the videos like I am, occasionally he'll do one, but in general, he's not really willing. That's fine. He does enjoy them, and he eats them. You know, the only thing I tell him is don't eat, if I order something new that I haven't done a review of, just don't eat that particular one because, you know, I want to do a review of it. But now I've gotten to a point where basically half of the 6 that I order are, I look for 3 that are ones I haven't tried before that I can review. The other 3 are me choosing from the ones I have tried in the past that both my kid and I agree are good and we enjoy the most. And that's a great deal because the price alone is better than just shopping for groceries and cooking it myself and prep time and all that. But add on top of that gas prices right now, and you save a little more money because otherwise I usually go to at least 2 stores to get everything I need to be able to cook and whatnot and have stuff around for people to eat. Now I don't have to do that. I just buy very little stuff once a month for the household for other meals, and that's it. Well, thank you for coming down to the Town's End. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with others who might be interested in finding an affordable way to do the keto-friendly diet without using up all their time.